Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Addict Creations. Today I thought we would finish up my Hawaii layouts. I have had a little pile on my desk of papers and pictures, and I kind of just wanted them off my desk. So I thought, why not today take the time, finish up that album, and then move forward. So this little pile I'm going to share with you because I finished them today. But my granddaughter does want to say hi or hello or good night, whichever. So why don't you wave and say hi?
Hello, I've been painting.
Yes, she's been painting in the other room. And I am noticing
Painting is fun.
she does like to paint. One of my kits from, where is it from? It's not my Paisleys and Polka Dot kit. Sorry, I noticed that I had a little white dot down there. So now it's gone. Okay, so back to these. I am so happy to get these finished just because of the fact that, again, they've been sitting on my desk waiting for me to be kind of in the mood. And so I just decided today this is what I was going to work on. My goal over the next week is to kind of clean up my area, get things kind of, I don't want to say finished because of course I won't be able to finish everything I want to finish, but next Tuesday I'm going to be having some nasal surgery on my deviated septum. So I want to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row prior to that when I am recouped, because I will be taking about 4 or 5 days off from recording and scrapbooking. So when I come back, I want to be able to just have kind of I can choose whatever I want to work on type thing. So that's my goal right now, is to kind of clean up all of the little bits that I have running around and just kind of center between now and next Tuesday. So this one right here was our first night on Maui, and this I titled Sunset on Maui because it is a sunset and it does go in order. This flower is amazing. It's gorgeous. It is called Happy Hibiscus. This is kind of the overview of it. It is by Fawn. I love this die. It cuts amazing. So you get a bunch. Let's see here. We've got leaves. We've got the stamen. We've got flowers. We've got another like a palm frond, not palm frond. Oh my goodness. What would that? I don't know what that would be called. This is the big one, and then we've got a smaller one, and I've been using this die right here and then this leaf die, and it cuts these little stitch lines too, which is phenomenal. So I am very happy with those. I've used them on 2 of the layouts, and then I used Flamingo ink with this little brush and just put a little ink in the center. The flowers are in, I want to say they're in Ballerina. I'm pretty sure it's Ballerina. And this one is all dark side. And then the stamens are in, oh shoot, Canary. They're in Canary. And these leaves are from the pattern paper. They're actually from the pattern paper. And so I've got this one. It is, let me grab my my ruler, so I'll give you some measurements of what I did here. This is 2 inches by, I think it was 8. Yep. This is 2 by 8. This one over here is 4 by 8. This is a 1/4 inch by 8. And so is this one, and this one. So there's 4 of those. This down here is 1 inch by 8. And this one is 6 by 8. This is Glacier Light. These right here are Glacier Dark. And this one over here is 4 by 8, and it is Glacier Light. So it's a really simple take on just adding a little bit of pattern paper from the Deck the Palm set. And I just kept it simple. The pictures are simple. I matted them on white daisy. These are actual pictures from my wedding album, anniversary album. Let's see, this one's 4 by 4. This one's 4 by 5, 4 by 5, and 4 by 5. So pretty standard fun layout. I'm really glad I was able to get that one done. The next one, this is a single one. This is our Bubba Gump one. And I don't have a title for it. I'm not sure if I ever will title it. I did kind of want to put some journaling. So this is this one. This is Glacier Light. And then this one is 2 by 8.5. This is the zip strip. And that is, of course, a half an inch by 8.5. I've got Glacier, let's see here. Where does it? Okay, so Glacier Dark, sorry. This is Glacier Light here. So this is 3/4 of an inch by 8.5. The white is 5.5 by 8.5. And then we've got 3/4 by 8.5 of the Glacier Light and the zip strip again. The photos are matted on Glacier Dark. Okay, these are stickers from the sticker sheet. Next one is our Luau. Now this one has kind of a funny story. I don't know if you remember, but when I was showing the pictures a while back, I had kind of pulled them into something. They were extremely red, and I didn't care for the pictures that we had taken at the Luau. So what we decided to do, and it was my husband's brilliant idea, was to go online and find pictures that other people have taken and print them out. Because we remember this, we just don't have great pictures for us to remember it. So I have the other pictures scanned in. They are notated on the back of the layout. I'm trying to think, it's on the back of this one. I wrote a bunch about it, but I also said where the pictures are at. So we have the actual pictures, but this is basically from the Hyatt Regency Maui Luau. There was a buffet dinner with a kalu pig. I don't know, but I have actual pictures of what we saw that aren't too red. I mean, he's pretty red here, but there is lights to make him even redder. Little picture of some of the food, them pulling the pig out of the ground. This is the front of the hotel, and then just some of the event that day. That is not my pictures, of course, but it works. And I used that same die for these, the same, let's see here. I'll pull them over just in case you're just tuning in. These dies, again, out of the Happy Hibiscus from Lawn Fawn. I used Ballerina, and I used light and dark, and then Flamingo ink again, and I kept kind of switching these off. So whereas on that other one, I only used the dark side, I went light and dark on these. The leaves are leftover paper from another layout. It was one of the kit of the months, the cut above kits. And I had this paper, it was like on one of the sides, and I thought, oh, I really like that. So I just kind of pulled that paper into here. On this one, this is 4 inches by 11 1/4, and then I flagged it. And I'm saying 11 1/4 to give you extra room, and then you can kind of put it down there and trim as needed. The back piece right here is 8 by, I want to say 10 3/4. Yep, 10 3/4. And I used white ink from, grab it, from Lawn Fawn. It's their Yeti ink. I used this brush, and I forgot that I even had done this because it was a few days ago that I did the background on this. I just kind of finished stuff up today. I don't see it, but it is a stencil, and it's kind of a diamond one. It's from Stampin' Up, and I just put some here and there. This piece right here is 4 by 8, and this piece is also the 8 1/4. Is it 8 1/4? Sorry. 8 by 10 3/4. The back on majority of these is going to be the Kraft at 8.5 by 11 1/4. The pictures are random sizes. I just kind of cut them. I double matted this one. They are Lagoon Dark and Light here because I did White Daisy, then Lagoon Light, White Daisy, then Lagoon Dark for this one for the hotel. Everything else is White Daisy and Lagoon Light because it is Lagoon Dark behind. Whew, what a mouthful. Okay, so there's that one. This one was really fun to do, and I keep because I have this this little guy here, isn't he adorable? I got these back when we went on our trip, so I wanted to make sure that I included them. I also had gotten these when we went on our trip. They are laser cuts way back when. These were like the in thing. I was at some convention and I saw them, so I got them. They are two separate ones, and I just kind of merged them together with this little flipper right here, holding on to its littler one. So this was a blue water rafting trip that we went on. I had attached this to the other layout. I made a little pocket so I could have it in here and I could pull it out. This was just one of the cliffs. And the nice part about this is when we lived in Oregon is when we went on this trip. And when we were on the boat, all they talked about was how the only other place that you could find this style of rock or the same rock was in Oregon. And I thought that was really cool. So it was a wonderful trip. Right here, we are in the boat and there's dolphins there. We did get in the water and I took a picture of that, but I don't have it. It was a really bad picture. The dolphins were right below us and you couldn't tell by the water pictures there. I'm messing up those words. The water cameras we bought at the ABC 123 stores. I don't know if it was the ABC store or the 123. So it was ABC. One of them. It was the ABC. I love those stores. And so they were kind of, I don't know. I mean, because it was way back in 99. So it was one of those cameras that wasn't great. And so it was quite far away. But the dolphins weren't that far away. So I just thought, I don't care. It's a good memory for me. I wrote about it on the back of this, and that's perfectly fine. But I do have the pictures of them up on top of the water, which was nice. Over here is another one of the little caves we went past and a rock formation. This one right here was, I don't know the name of the area, and I'll have to look that up, but it was a crescent-shaped islandy type thing where people were snorkeling. And so I took some pictures of Jason, and then there's a turtle right here. So these pictures, I just kind of narrowed it down. I had more. I don't need more. This covers everything I needed about that day. So I was really happy about that. And I was happy I used the prior embellishments because, one, I had them, and two, I think they're cool. So this one, I haven't put any embellishments on. I don't know if I will. I really like the simplisticness of this. This was the first day we were there. I just titled it Maui Rainbow. This was the first rainbow we saw. And there it is. This was off of the balcony of our room. And it was really cool because it was the first one we saw. And we got to see one every day. And, oh, shoot, I didn't tell you the sizes. I'll go back to that in just a second. And this was Puhohokamo Falls. I have no idea how to pronounce that. So this was just Jason up at the falls, and I was just taking some pictures. This one, we have 4 by 11 1/4 over here. Background is 8.5 by 11 1/4 Kraft. And this side is 5 by 11 1/4. The paper here is 8 by 6.5 on both sides, and then I use this sticker strip on here. And like I said, I kept it simple. I really, really like this one. The coordinating paper I used is the New England Ivy, and this is light. I matted the photos in New England Ivy Dark as well as the White Daisy. So I'm really happy with this one. Let me go back to this dolphin one real quick so that I can give you the sizes on that one. Did I give the sizes on this one? Yeah, I did. Okay. So this one right here, I did struggle with. The paper, it doesn't have a lot of like water. And so every time I was using the leaves, I was using the flowers. It was a lot. And it does have this one page that looks like this. This is only part of it because of course I used the other part. So what I did is I cut it, and by cutting off 3.5 inches, cuts off most of the green, which is this color right here that I used, the leftovers that I had for those flowers, but the green is still on here if I want to use that for something else. So, oh, I guess I don't need to say 8.5 because it's 8.5 by 11 1/4 for the Kraft. And I've got 3 inches times 4 at 8.5 inches on this for this, this paper, this pattern paper. Okay. Then I took and I have, a 1/2 inch by 8.5 and 1/4 inch by 8.5 on this side of light lagoon. And here, I believe that's 4. Let's double check. Yeah, it's 4 inches of dark lagoon by 8.5. And I just kind of layered them down. And I thought that it did a really good job of showing it. I will have to come up with some idea on how to, you know, like attach this better because it wants to do that. And I didn't want to use the glue dots because I thought that it might, you know, make a mess. And there's already enough messes going on. So on this side, I've got, oh, and all of the photo mats on this one are white daisy. I was trying to use some lagoon. I tried to use some glacier. It was too much color. The white really does a good job on this. So again, same size for these, which we have 3 by 8.5. The pocket is 8 by 8.5. And this is 1/4 inch. This is 3/4 inch. And this, wait a minute here. Let me see here if I'm doing this right. This is 1/4 inch. This is 1/2 inch. This is 3/4 inch. So I just kind of went with the different sizes and I layered them just onto the pocket. And then I just put adhesive here and at the bottom. I popped the dolphins. They are popped here and then they are flat down here to give that kind of little bit of movement on it. And then all the pictures. Like I said, I'm kind of struggling with this little dolphin right here, but he is so cute. So I definitely want to keep him there. So I will work on how to do that. But with that, my wedding album and my 10th anniversary is done. And I'm so excited. I do have quite a bit of this paper left over, which is perfectly fine. I still have these flowers, which I absolutely love. And I mean, that sunset on Maui was amazing. That was our first night. So with that said, I hope you all have an amazing evening and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.